Hi everyone, I'm Natalie. This is the ProFit Golf channel. Welcome back to a new video, and this is 3 exercises any golfer can do to instantly improve your golf swing. The golf swing is physically demanding. We know the stronger that you are, the less likely you are to be injured, but the more chance you are of having a higher club head speed and hitting the ball bigger distances, which is what all golfers want. Nobody wants to hit it shorter. So I've got 3 exercises here today in this video that will help you develop speed, rotation, strength, and also bring that injury prevention component so that you can practice and play golf to a high level and improve as much as possible. Our first exercise focuses on strength in rotation, particularly from the trunk area and the core here. So one of the big factors of a good golf swing is having rotary power through the trunk, but the ability to maintain posture and turn on center point. We don't want to be losing posture and changing angles. That's where we'll lose speed and decrease distance. So I'm over here at the squat rack. I've got myself a resistance band. So this is the red band. It's about 1 centimeter thick. I think roughly the strength is 15 to 30 pounds. If you want to grab yourself a band, they're really useful. So I've tied this band around about my belly button height. Now, obviously, if you don't have a squat rack, you can tie it to a door handle, a banister rail, something at home that you're not going to pull over. I've just got a pad here just to protect my knee because the ground is pretty firm. So what I'm going to do is take a grip with the band. So one hand and the opposite hand over. And we're going to come to 90-90. So the outside leg is forwards here. So the foot at the front must remain flat. That is a key point to this exercise. We're looking for stability from the foot, from the knee, from the glute on this side. So think of this as your legs in the swing. You would have flat feet on the ground, and that would be your anchor point, your stability, where you would create that stable platform from in order to rotate the upper body around that. So I've got my band, and all we're going to do is a simple cable rotation. So this is generating some strength through the trunk and some rotation through the core area as well. So I've got my grip, and the movement looks like this. I'm going to pull the band across me with a fairly straight arm on this side. If this one bends a little bit, that's fine. Because the band has some resistance, I can feel it's quite hard for me to pull. And if I pull it faster, it's going to ping me back even quicker. So what we're looking for from this exercise is a little bit of speed to be generated through the reps. So I'm really resisting through this side of my rib cage to stop the band dragging me straight over like this. I'm using the strength of my foot, my quad, my glute to keep this anchor point, and I'm allowing my body to turn and rotate nice and smooth here. We would do this exercise on both sides. So I would change my leg and spin and face the opposite way. So I'd then be pulling the band from my right hand side. This exercise is absolutely amazing for creating strength through the core. This is typically an area where a lot of golfers are weak and where we see a lot of back injuries because people don't have adequate core strength. It also helps you develop rotation, as we've mentioned, and allow you to get that stability and fixed anchor point to the ground. Exercise number 2, and I'm back over at the squat racks. So this exercise is all about stability, particularly for the backswing, and also you can use this for the downswing as well. So I've got the red band, good old gadget, and we're going to use something to lean on. So squat rack, or you can use a wall if you're at home, or a wall on the side of the driving range as well. One of the key components for the golf swing in order to not sway, not lose posture, not lose that center point where we can create that club head speed is good stability, particularly from the lower body and from the hips. And that's exactly what this exercise will give you. So we're going to start with our wall or whatever you're going to lean on. And I'll go backswing side first. So I'm going to place my left foot onto the wall, onto the squat rack here. And then I've got my right foot as a right-handed golfer, left foot if you're a lefty, switch everything over, just in front of me here so I can see my toes and I feel like the weight is over or through my laces. I'm going to take my good old red band and I'm going to hold it in the middle so there's a little bit of tension, nothing too crazy but enough for you to pull it tight enough. Right hand just above the left so you've got a diagonal angle rather than a parallel to the floor angle. And I'm just going to try and create a bit of a hinge. So by this, I'm going to push my right hip back slightly and my chest will tip over the laces and feel like it's just fallen over the foot. So I'm going to look at the ground or where the ball would be roughly if I was about to hit a shot. So diagonal angle here, soft knee, hinge pushing into the hips. This will help you feel the hamstrings and the glutes and the hips working on this side. If you get this angle correct, this should be a difficult position to hold. Got my diagonal, and I'm going to create a rotation. So I'm going to slowly turn naturally as far as I can, which in this position won't be as far as a regular swing, and maintain balance. Back to the start position, create that turn, holding that stability of the leg, not losing center point. So I'm not standing up and falling over. I'm not straightening up through this leg, and I'm not having to lift or change my spinal angle in any way to achieve that motion. We'd be looking for around 8 to 10 reps of this exercise on each side, and make sure that you follow the technique pointers with this. It's really crucial that you maintain that hinge position, because this is where the work from the glute and the hip is coming in. This is where we're getting stronger in that position. The foot should be flat and the knee should be flexed. Try and maintain center point and just rotate around that spinal angle as best you can. The final exercise is to develop core strength, and we're going to get down on the floor for this one. So as we said earlier in the first two exercises, core strength is massively important for the golf swing. So we're going to develop that in this exercise. So you're going to lie on your back and just place your knees directly over the hips. So you create a rough 90-degree angle from the side here. And the key thing to this exercise is we're going to try and maintain the lower back or the back of the pelvis in connection with the ground. That is the whole aim of this exercise. By doing that, you're challenging the core muscles here to really work hard and keep that position. So we're going to place the arms up and take a breath in and out. So in through the nose, out through the mouth, and that should flatten that back of the pelvis, lower back area here, so that's settled down nicely. And then all we're going to do from here is touch one heel to the floor, bring it back to the start, touch the opposite heel to the floor, bring it back to the start, and all the while this is happening, you're trying to maintain this position here without being able to get your hand in this gap of the lower back. So drawing the core in tight, working hard here, and then alternating those touches. So that was 3 exercises all golfers can do to instantly improve their golf swing. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.